Okay, in this video we're going to talk about the order of operations. The order of operations, what that really means is like if we're asked to do something like multiply, add, subtract, and divide all at the same time, the order of operations tells us what order we do it in. So which operation do we do first, what do we do after that, etc. So I'm going to write out two expressions. They're going to be the same, and we're going to see if we can do them in different ways. Okay, so here's the same expression written down 2 times. Okay, it's 9 minus 5 plus 2. So I want you to pause the video for a second and think to yourself, what's a way that you could get 2 and what's a way that you could get 6? So I'm going to go ahead and let you pause. Okay, did you actually pause? Did you? Okay, well, I'm going to just trust that you paused it and tried it for yourself. But you'll have to believe me that there actually are 2 ways of doing this. However, one way is correct and the other is incorrect. There should be no way in mathematics that you can get 2 different answers, not unless you break any rules. Okay, so the first one here on the left, the red one, I'll show you the way that you can get 2 here. So let's say that you're asked to solve this, and you said, okay, well, I know that. Well, I'm going to start off with 5 plus 2 because I like adding things. So if you did that, then you'd have 9 minus 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, so you could say that's equals okay, and then 9 minus 7 is 2. Okay, so yeah, that seems fairly reasonable. Okay, the other way you could do this is, okay, well, what if you just went from left to right? So if we started with the subtraction first, so 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, so maybe this is equal to 4 plus 2. And, well, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So there you have it. That's how you would get 6. Now, like I said before, only one of these is correct. And maybe you're able to tell because I use green for one of them and red for the other, that this one is correct and this one is incorrect. So let's talk about why that is. When you're answering these types of problems, it's always important to read them from left to right, okay? Now, the thing about addition and subtraction is that they have the same priority, which means that we don't just choose to do one before the other. It's really important that we just treat them the same way that we would read a word or a sentence on a page. We read it from the left to right. So if your expression only has pluses and minuses, we don't do one before the other. We just read it from the left to right. So in this case, we would have 8 minus 4, which is 4, and then we would add 5 to that. And then 4 plus 5 is equal to, 4 plus 5, come on, let's try it again. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. Okay, and again with this one, we're going to read it from left to right. And, well, 7 minus 3 is the first one. And 7 minus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. Okay, so it's really important that we read it from left to right. If we were to choose to do the addition first for both of these, well, we would get a different answer. Okay, well, let's say that you actually did want to do the second operation before the first one. Like if you're reading it from left to right, maybe you want to do an operation that's further to the right first. And that's what brackets are for. So let's try this one on the left here. So we're going to read it from left to right. And when we do that, well, we'll get 4 minus 2. We get, we get 4 minus 2, which is 2. We get 2 plus 1. That's equal to 3. Well, in the other case, if we can still read it from left to right, but all of a sudden we actually hit these brackets. So we got 4 minus something in brackets. Well, brackets tell us to do that first. So we're going to just figure out what's in the brackets and simplify that and then try to complete the rest of the expression. So 2 plus 1 is 3, and then I've got 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. So sometimes there are exceptions for when you're reading from left to right, and the only exception is really for brackets. So if you do see some brackets, do whatever is inside the brackets first. All right, hope that helps. Bye-bye.